In a remarkable display of dissent that spanned the boundaries of campuses across North America, students have risen in solidarity with Palestinians, leading to significant unrest and a series of confrontations with university administrations and law enforcement. At the heart of this wave of protests is a poignant incident at Northeastern University's Boston campus, where early Saturday morning, about 100 individuals were detained amid efforts to dismantle a pro-Palestinian protest. This episode is part of a larger tableau of student activism that has seen nearly 200 arrests at 3 universities on the same day and over 700 arrests since April 18th. The protest at Northeastern University, which began as a peaceful demonstration by the student organization Huskies for a Free Palestine, HFP, quickly escalated into a highly charged situation. The university alleged that the initially student-led protest was infiltrated by professional organizers, leading to an unauthorized encampment on campus grounds. A particularly contentious moment came when a counter-protester was videoed using anti-Semitic slurs, a claim that the university used to partially justify the mass detentions, despite pushback from HFP, who accused the administration of spreading false narratives. The following morning, the Northeastern University Police Department, supported by local law enforcement, moved to clear the encampment, detaining around 100 people. While students who could produce university identification were released but faced disciplinary actions, those who did not were arrested. The protests, peaceful by accounts from many participants, have spotlighted the demands of HFP and similar student groups, a call for universities to divest from Israeli companies, and transparency about investments that might profit from the conflict in Gaza. This moment of activism at Northeastern University is not isolated. Columbia University, Arizona State University, Indiana University, and several others in the US and Canada have witnessed similar demonstrations. The protests generally revolve around specific demands: transparency from university administrations about financial investments, divestment from companies profiting from the war in Gaza, and a critical stance against the humanitarian crisis in Palestine. Notably, at Portland State University, President Ann Cudd announced a pause on receiving further gifts or grants from Boeing, highlighting the pressure protests have exerted on university policies. The reaction from universities has been mixed. While many insist they support freedom of speech and allow protests, there's a consensus that encampments violate school policy, as seen in the mass arrests for trespassing and refusal to disperse at Arizona State University and Indiana University. The unfolding events signal a pivotal moment in student activism, reflecting broader global concerns and the willingness of the youth to engage actively and vocally in international human rights issues. As the dust settles on these protests, the discourse they've generated persists, echoing beyond campus quads into broader societal and policy debates. The detained at Northeastern University, and indeed across several campuses, despite facing legal and disciplinary consequences, have ignited a conversation with far-reaching implications about academic freedom, the ethics of investment, and the power of collective action in the face of global injustices.